wife maybe disrespects you, and you just look at her and you don't solve it, and then it grows, you are also contributing. Why? You didn't take time to sort it out. Then don't look so big in a way that you can't go to look for a solution.
The Superman
Especially men of God. I'm a man of God. I'm speaking on their behalf. And those leaders in charge. And please, don't make people in charge feel like you are a superhero. If there is a problem with your marriage, look for a solution. If the two of you have not, go for professional counseling. Because most of this breakup can be mended if they got someone to step in and help the problem. So when I'm handling these issues is to make them understand. I ask them questions step by step. Oh, Pastor, this guy just came and beat me. Say, no, is he mad? No. What did you do? I was just asking him. How did you ask? Me, Pastor, was tired. I just shouted at him. Thank you. And he slapped you. So shouting will result in slap. So we start there. Next time you're in such a relationship, that's how I handle them. Next time you're such in a relationship, don't do that. And for me, I don't solve issues without hearing the other party. Because if you do that, man of God,
you're in trouble.
You are in trouble.
Yes.
And I've realized ladies are very interesting. Charities here will help us. You'll be solving an issue today, and the lady will be saying, man of God, it's not just today. Some 5 years ago, this man did the same thing. Just bringing the whole package from behind. Why? There were so many things that were not solved. Some of them which were solved. So if this person is not solving issues consistently, it will burst. And because of that, they are also part of the problem. So you open their eye. Let them understand. Pastor, let me tell you something. If you did marriage class in church, and you took ladies and put them aside and you gave them your wife to talk to them one-on-one, you'll be surprised that even the elder of the church, the treasurer, there are things he's doing. So it will be a good moment for you now to reflect and be able to counsel the whole group.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Just to Pastor.
Yes.
Pastor Dominic has mentioned something about unresolved issues. I know of, and this I went through it, and I realized there are some partners who are never ready to sit down to solve problems. I would encourage anyone listening to us, if you have an issue, please be very candid and open about your issue and talk about it. Keeping quiet or trying to evade it will only come out after 5 years, like Pastor has said. And in those 5 years, you can imagine the type of answers and counter answers and the section A, B, C that your wife has had to, because you see, when you have a question, you have an issue to ask your partner, and your partner does not give you audience for whatever reason. One thing I've come to realize about that, it's always guilt. You have a question, your partner knows very well they have offended you, so they will avoid it because they do not want it to escalate to what they know could happen. So they will just evade.
Okay.
Yeah. If you're married in church, you are lucky. Maybe they'll go to church and be very busy. When they come back, they'll want to postpone it tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, they will say, I have to meet Pastor Dominic at 9. So before you even talk about it, he's out of the house. And we are all told that when you have a pressing issue, you don't just shout or start it off anywhere. You create time. I have talked about it. You create time. You create a space. You choose a language. But now when your partner is not giving you audience, what you do over time, you'll want to say he's very busy. I'll talk about it when he comes in the evening. He comes back in the evening. You people are asleep. You don't want to talk about it in the night. The following morning, your partner is leaving. You cannot talk about it. What happens? Your wife or your partner will quietly now accept that you do not want to address that issue. But that does not mean that issue went away. In my own mind or in that woman's mind, she'll begin imagining the answers she would have given. And some of them would be right. Some of them would be very detrimental.
Mhm.
And trust me, when another mistake comes up, very different from what was not resolved, that issue will now come up.
Mhm.
So be the open one. Talk about it. Ask. And when you're asked a question by your partner, however trivial it would be, please answer.
Mm.
Because when you don't answer, that is a crack that you regret for the rest of your life. Yes. It will look like you're ignoring and the big one, and you would imagine that your wife's question is childish.
Yeah.
As small as it is, just answer. Even if you know it will cause a problem, give an answer that will instill hope in her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's say it's a case of infidelity.
Mm.
I know that is very common in most relationships. And you know very well, the name she has mentioned is true. The venue she has mentioned is true. The activity she has mentioned is true. I always say, yes, the first answer is always deny. You know why you deny? You're just trying to protect her emotionally.
Okay.
That whatever she's imagining might not have happened. When she brings the evidence on the table,
It's when you accept.
keep quiet, break down as a man, and accept.
How do you explain between I denied and now I have to accept?
No, I denied.
Doesn't
because-
that amount
No,
to being...
you are human. I denied because nilijua hii ni makosa na utasikia vibaya.
okay.
Nimekosa. Because that is the truth. You denied because you knew if she knows the truth, she will be hurt. Why do you deny?
So without
you
evidence,
denying?
therefore, you will deny forever.
No, without the evidence, you will deny forever. But just realize that if she has put the evidence on the table,
Okay. Okay. I get
please
you.
go with the evidence and accept.
Let me add something.
Because sometimes the speculation, I put this scenario like this, Pastor.
Yeah.
The name is right.
Mm.
The venue is right. The activity that occurred is right. And then now your wife is asking and you want to?
Deny.
No, you
To
do
accept
not
it.
want to address it.
Okay.
What happens? When you deny, she'll say, oh, you are denying. This is it. If you think I'm wrong, call this number. What will happen? You will come down and say, sorry, Mama. Sorry.
And cry.
If you want to cry, you cry.
That's what you say.
But what will
That's what you say.
what will happen is this. When you apologize, an apology is very empty if there's no effort to change. Apologize and change.
Okay.
Your wife will learn to rebuild the trust, even if it's broken pieces. But she will rebuild the trust. That is what happens in most marriages.
Okay.
And a case happens, your wife loses trust in you. And I always say, a broken trust is just like they say, broken like it's a broken glass. If it's good quality, that is, if you had a good marriage, that trust will be fixed and those pieces can come back together. So over time, you'll hold on. It might look shaky, but you will be able to move through. Other than having poor quality relationship, when there's a small issue about trust, it shatters and you're not able to bring it together.
Very
Thank you,
something.
Pastor.
Yeah, just little. I want
Yeah.
to. This is wisdom for marriage. Some truth, if it's denied, is better. It becomes wisdom. Let me tell you now. If, for instance, you went out of marriage and you know it is sin, and your wife is not aware, once you ask God to forgive you, and you're forgiven, decide to change. But now don't go sit down your wife and start giving a story of how you found yourself in Eldoret with this lady. Oh, how it was wonderful. How you went swimming.
But
how
you
you ate
stopped.
well. But you stopped. You have just messed your marriage completely.
So some
it's
honesty
better
is not
for men.
healthy.
No,
There are some honesty
is healthy.
is healthy, but to some extent.
You have
Pastor.
to put wisdom in everything. Let me
Yes.
just finish before you ask. This thing is so sweet.
Yes, yes.
Imagine your wife coming home. She has messed. You are not aware. She has changed. She has asked God forgiveness. She has changed in her heart. You are not aware. Then she comes and tell you, honey, I have something to confess. Your best friend, Pastor Moss, God forbid. We have been doing A, B, C, D, E, F with him. First of all, we do ministry with you. It will have killed ministry, which is good for the kingdom. It
True.
will have killed it.
True.
Secondly, it had killed trust. Even I will forgive as a man of God and as a born again, yes, but there is something it will do for me. So for her to protect me and marriage, she will ask God for forgiveness and keep it with God. Don't tell me that, oh, Pastor, you are a Christian, you have to be completely open. Listen to me. It is very important sometime that some information is not given. It will save your marriage. It will save your relationship.
Pastor, this is what I wanted to say.
Yeah, yeah.
And it will just compound on what Pastor Dominic has said.
Yes.
Wisdom. Now, honesty is saying what? He's saying the truth with wisdom. Simple.
Honesty is saying the truth with
With wisdom.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome. Let me look at some of the feedback here on Facebook, and I want to really thank you for your valid company during this conversation. Pastor Selena, she's saying needs in people is what makes a relationship, and she's saying thank you for that that point. And Apostle Adi said, not once, thank you. He said, Madam Charity, that is me. So we will fix it, just give us time. Charity, you are a bad girl. Or what kind of man are you? When I am trying it all, kumbaf. I think that's what the apostle is saying.
What is apostle?
I think the wisdom idire is the other one again. Wisdom idire. So I guess that's what is on the feedback. I don't know whether you can check your side. I remember last week we missed out a question from your feeds. If we could get that one as well. I also want to let you know that we are streaming live on TikTok at M. Ozwalibanzi. So if you're there on TikTok, I think I'll talk to my media people to help me locate my TikTok. Okello Holiness anasema, Madam Charity was umetulalia lakini, and it's like you umeonea, I think it's men. Umelalia wanaume sana. Umelalia wanaume sana. So, yeah. How many times will you deny tabia ni ngozi? How many times will you deny? I think that's what Selena is asking. Deny until death do us part. That's the handwriting. Deny until death do us part. How many times will you deny tabia ni ngozi until death do us part? Tutakubali mbinguni wapo kutakuwa na chance ya kufanya kesi. Na huko what apostle saying, you deny until when Christ appears. You're the one who said that. I think that's what apostle is backing you up. Do you have any comment on your side?
No, we
Okay.
don't have any comment.
I think so. We continue now. Let's talk about the dealing with. We're still on the window of exit. The tendencies of dealing with the errors and the animosities and the suspicions of a previous relationship. I think that's where people derived the statement, all men are the same. Right? Because I think, like you've said, that we don't get time to process and analyze things. Like, how do I overcome the temptation of or dealing with the traces of the mistakes in my previous relationship, especially Charity, thinking about a man who used to come back late, maybe 6. Later on, you discovered he was actually coming 6, doing something wrong. Going into a relationship now, a man comes back 6 again, dealing with that window of, could he be? The fears of moving on to the next relationship, if we can talk about that, Charity, in a minute.
Trust is very key. in any healthy relationship.
Mm.
So to answer that, I would ask that since you have been able to re-evaluate yourself, work on your weaknesses, and now you're starting off clean, trust that your partner is doing the same. Because there's nothing else you'll do other than just believe that what they're giving is right. And if I am healed, I have looked at myself, I've corrected my mistakes, and anytime I realize that this might look like a previous one, I remember I am working on my trust issues. It doesn't mean that anytime somebody comes back home late, 6 is early, comes back home at midnight, they were up to something sinister. And how do we build this trust? Is by making sure that we let our partners know what we are up to
Okay.
prior to us.
Is that what amounts to kukaliwa?
Yes, that is what people think kukaliwa is. But I like it when I think one person keeps on saying, kama hiyo ndio kukaliwa ama ndio kuwekwa, then let it be. Because look at it this way.
Yeah.
A case scenario, you are going to come home late and you value your relationship. When do you let your partner know that you'll come home late? It is before you get home. Something has happened and you have to change plan. You usually get home earlier, but you say today we went to ministry and somehow we'll be delaying because the program has been extended. Do you let your partner know, or do you now come back home at midnight and begin explaining what happened? If you're in a position to explain, please just send a text and say, sorry, I'll be home late. Just that small text. That will set ground for you explaining why you'll be home late. Other than getting home late and now trying to explain why you are actually now late. So choosing on when to communicate and what to say will help your partner develop trust for you. So that issue of trying to think, oh, this might now be happening, whatever I was going on is coming back, will do what? Will go away. So just learn to be a good communicator.
Okay.
In case of anything, of change of plan, always try to let your partner know before. Other than doing what you have to do and now coming home and trying to explain what might have happened.
Okay.
Yes.
Pastor Dominic?
Yeah. The biggest challenge we have in relationship today is partners always deciding that you are guilty before you are proven innocent.
Yes.
It should always be innocent before proved guilty.
Yes.
Anytime you are handling an issue and looking at a partner as, guilty, until proven innocent, you are getting it wrong. And that is where we have biggest problems in relationships and marriages. So somebody has come late. You have made him guilty. He must be with some of this. He must be doing this. This man, this lady must. Once you have that, then you will not solve the problem. But as Charity has said, learn to communicate. Personally, I've never had a problem with coming late. Why? Because I always text my wife. Then there are people, when she knows I am with them, when I just say, Nigona Pastor Tim Tao, and we might be a bit late, she will be sure we will be a bit late. There are people, when I'm with them, she knows this man might come late today.
Okay.
And it hasn't become a problem because she always tries to see me as innocent before she can prove
Imagine something.
that I'm guilty. So please get your negative thought in your mind. For heavenly's sake, think positive. Philippians 4:8. Think only of praiseworthy, wonderful things, things of good report. Imagine this man is buying you a good dress in the
He's
shop.
looking for one, but he can't find.
Yeah. Just imagine. So that when he comes, even by you asking the man the question, my dear, what happened? I was worried. I like the wisdom of charity.
Yes.
I was worried because it was getting late and I was not sure whether you are secure. Even that asking alone, do you know, is a punishment enough for the man? Even the man coming home late already, he's worried.
What is the wrong way of asking that?
Yes?
What's the wrong way of asking?
The wrong way.
Yeah.
Ulikuwa wapi?
Umetoka huko kwa wanawake wako. Umekuanga tu na hao wanawake wako. Imagine if someone tells you like that, pastor, and you are working in a place, and this night your boss had to take you through a long night. You had to extend, and you are angry. Your boss has delayed you. Your salary has also delayed, and you come home and someone is telling you you have been out doing ABCD. You see, your reaction will also be bad, even if you are born again and you are spirit filled. Remember, we said you are a man before of God. So your man, the man in you will first appear before the spirit now reminds you that you are a man of God.
Okay.
So people should check on how they respond or ask questions.
Okay.
Yeah,
Charity.
just to add on what Pastor Dominic is saying, you realize some of our viewers have comments that show you that they are in very unhealthy relationships. Healthy, sound relationships do not struggle with the way they talk to each other. You've just asked Pastor, what is the right way to ask when somebody comes back home late? Pastor was using that example that I gave. The worst would be, umetoka wapi?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course,
Simple,
it looks simple.
Very hard.
What makes you think he owes you an explanation? Of course, he knows where he has come from. And
Like
if he
umetoka
wanted
wapi, even if it's not accompanied by
it is
body
a wrong
language.
question.
That
It
statement
is
is
a
very
wrong question. Why should you ask your husband, a grown person, or your wife, a grown woman, where she has come from? It is their responsibility. If there are people who respect themselves, it is their responsibility to explain where they have come from. You don't ask somebody umetoka wapi, umekuwa wapi. Those are wrong way. I mean, it's a wrong. I would never ask somebody that, because the most I would expect is, if there's need, you've realized, you should be able to respect yourself enough and explain why you have come back home late, why you have failed to keep the appointment, why you failed to keep a certain promise. Other than me asking, you said you will do 1, 2, 3. Why haven't you done? Of course, you know you haven't done it. It is only a man who respects himself well who'll come and tell you, sorry, I had planned that we would do 1, 2, 3, but I've realized I'm not able to raise those finances because my plans did not go as planned. So kindly understand, give me more time, or I feel we should shelve this because my plans never went. It is simple. You need school fees for your child, and you expect your wife to come and ask you, wapi school fees ya mtoto, kwa nini hujalipa fees? Is that right? Of course, I know that is what people do. Yeah, it is a very wrong way of communicating. You live a life of controversy. You'll keep on quarreling because here you are demanding answers from a grown person who has his own struggles or does not even know how to explain his challenges to you because you personally do not know how to receive that. So the best thing is, if it's something concerning you, please be the one to initiate the conversation and explain why you're going to come back home, why you have challenges paying your daughter's school fees or your son's school fees, why your project has stalled.
Okay.
In so doing, your partner now understands you. When your partner begins questioning what you two had agreed on, it is a sign of failure from your part.
On my part, right?
Yeah. Why would I want to question your accountability when you should be able to account for your own actions and even score and say, Mama, this is it. Oh, Mzee, I have done this, but looking at it, I am unable to continue. This doesn't feel right because I'm not able to go on because of 1, 2, 3. Your partner will understand. You'll sit down, talk about it, find another way or go around it. You need to move house. Times are hard. So someone just keeping quiet, you're in a rent arrears, he keeps on saying, no, kuna deal fulani hapa. You end up looking a liar to your partner when in real sense you're struggling.
Okay.
What's so hard with you putting down your partner and saying,
Is it the demand? Maybe from the side of the woman.
False demands.
Okay,
Mm, unrealistic?
Yes, they are very unrealistic.
from the
If-
male's perspective now,
okay.
I have been a victim. So
Yeah.
sometimes it's good to,
Share your experiences.
yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
You know, we are men. And from Western,
Mm.
you will want to show that you are a real man. These days, I don't do that.
Mm.
One day I was sacked. I was teaching in a private school. And I am one man that you can't bring down. Me, I like talking.
You're a fixer.
Yeah, I am fixer.
Mm.
So one day I talked, I was a senior teacher, and then I spoke better than the principal. So the principal was the owner of the school. They sacked me because every parent was coming to consult from me instead of consulting from them. So I was sacked. Now, my wife is working. I've been sacked. So I wake up every morning and go out, walk in town, stay hungry, go back in the evening, look like I'm from work. Wake up in the morning, dress cool, go out, come back. Now, at the end of the month, there are expectations that I'm supposed to meet. I cannot meet them. I've not explained. Now it becomes a big problem. So always be honest. Men, let me tell you for free.
Yeah.
When you give reports to this lady, no one is there to look at you and feel like you are not a real man. Give reports, my friend. You will stay at peace. Give report. Let them plan everything for you. This is how you dress. This is how you put on the tie. Let her control everything. But the basic decisions of the home, the man be in charge. But just give reports. Yeah, ask questions.
But
Mama, what can I bring in the
how would
evening?
you, if the demands are unrealistic,
Yes.
how would you balance between the lack of a woman to understand that you're saying you don't have that money and
No.
the pressure of I said?
No,
Yeah.
Pastor, I think you missed something.
No, I did. I got
Charity
you
is
right.
agreeing with me that you missed something. So we are two. Two are better
Don't
than
depend,
one.
don't depend on Charity, especially when it comes to voting for me. She won't give me a vote. Yeah. Yeah. Go ahead.
What she's saying is
Yeah.
this. From the point of view of a man, you are not explaining, and the lady is assuming you're okay. You have the money.
No,
She's
my
not
question.
an angel.
My question is on the part of honestly speaking. You're saying
Yes.
honestly, I don't have that kind of money,
Yes.
and there's still a continuous pressing demand from the woman.
I want to believe that it might not just start that day. There must have been a reason to why she's believing you have the money and you're not saying. You know, some men will say, I don't have money, and then the lady, notices you have some money in your pocket. So because of the previous things you have done that has proven you not being honest with money, she will go out making
will not trust
such demands. Now, let me say this. From the start of a relationship, make it clear. Young men who are listening, make it clear. Don't pretend. Usianze kuja saa 10 jioni ushafika. You are home already. You have changed. You are fika, you are cooking, you are doing everything. And it's not in you. You have no grace for cooking every day. Then you keep waking up every day in the morning, preparing tea. You'll have to maintain it. If you can't maintain it, don't come for counseling to disturb your pastor.
Okay.
Don't pretend. From day one, be who you are.
Exactly.
So that when mistakes come early, you sort them early. Let her understand that this guy, these are some of the issues I will have to live with. I hope Pastor Moss.
Pastor Moss.
I think there's a lot of noise from
Just
the
let
audience.
us finish.
Yes. Yes.
Please don't forget the thought you have.
Yes.
Even for ladies, things that you know very well,
You cannot
you
do.
cannot sustain for long. Let them be seen from day one.
Yes.
I'm done.
I'm just emphasizing on what Pastor is saying.
Mm.
Wrong foundations.
Yes.
You decided that you are going to make this lady feel that you can never run out of finances. So you now don't have the money,
Yes.
and because you do not know how to love her other than to use the money, you have nothing to tell her. And that is why she will not believe it. If sometimes I always pity men, and I wish they knew how easy it is to convince a woman that you are really the man for her.
Hallelujah.
Just be a human being, very vulnerable. That I look at my man and see this man, true, Today he does not have a shilling. And I can tell you your brother-in-law is there. And if he stood here one day, he will tell you. I can look at him and he's making a call to a friend. What's so money? You know, my brother, he's trying to borrow money from somebody else. If I have that money, I tell him, please, can you disconnect that phone? Then he says, I'm talking of, I say, just a minute.
Hallelujah.
Then I say, wait.
Or you can give him money.
Please do not borrow. Let your man not borrow. Let your man not go into debt when you are able to sustain or help financially in your family. And for the man, allow your wife know that indeed, sincerely, when you have. And for me, I always say, I lack because my mzee hana. Akiwa nayo. All I need to say, I want this, I want some money. He will ask me, how much? Yes.
Hallelujah.
And the money, the amount of money I say is what I'm giving.
And the man is Kenyan.
Okay.
The man is Kenyan, the man is Bukusu.
Let
me finish, Pastor.
Continue.
You know why? It is because even if he does not have a shilling now, I will never doubt him.
Yes.
Because when he indeed had, you would see that it is there.
Yes.
So you're being doubted, and this one is insisting because even when that time when you had, you kept on having that tag of sina pesa. And let me tell you, money is very interesting. For those ones in the family, money does not like some things. Do not ice your finances with these statements. Sina pesa. Kelele. You want money and you attach noise to your money. Tears. You want money and you are crying because somebody... The money will disappear in that family.
Hallelujah.
Money loves ground where it is being praised. It is being honored. It will come. So my brother Mos, do not give a false foundation on your financial muscle. What are you financially? Those
Capable
are the
of doing.
questions. Yes, those are the hard questions not bringing on the table. What are you? What are you able? What is comfortable for you?
Okay.
Do not insist on going to live in a house rent or you're paying a rent that is way above your ability.
That's what I was
Let
going to
your
say.
pastor, your wife know your ability, how much you earn and what you're able to give. And in the event that those finances are not there, I like what Pastor is saying. Pastor Dominic is saying that most men will leave home going, imagining they are going to work. Do you think he was doing that to hurt his wife?
No,
He was just doing that to protect her emotionally. He did not know what to tell her now that he did not have money. And I like it. There's a lady who says, so how long will you deny? That denial is not usually to hurt you. That denying certain situations in a relationship very often is to protect you emotionally. People think that when you tell your wife, I don't have money, she will leave. This man is in turmoil. He does not know where the next meal for his family is going to come from. So he might not say it, not because anajifanya manini. He just feels, what will my family, how will they feed? Not that watanidharau hapana.
It's the Superman syndrome.
Yes, what am I going to do?
Okay.
So, understand why somebody does not say that truth or does not say it immediately. I'm using pastors, but I know ultimately when end month came and he could not
Provide. He had to say the truth now.
he now had to say the truth.
Which he should have said earlier.
You see?
Most.
And I'm sure Mama said, kwa nini hukusema?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why
It was
didn't
that
you
easy.
tell me?
Yeah.
It was that easy. And now going back to it, for the young men out there, just be yourself, be real. Do not fake anything. You will get the right woman who will support you at the time of need.
Then, if you're in a relationship and you're not married, you are not obligated to give any woman money. I want to repeat, you are not obligated because that lady has a father. You are not their father.
Some are
You are
orphans.
not obligated.
Some are orphans. Some
Even
people are
if
orphans.
They are orphans. That's what we are saying is pretense. You are starting on a wrong foundation. So that's what Charity is saying. Now you have shown this lady that you are the manufacturer of money so that everything she needs will be
The
provided.
manager of De La Rue.
My brothers and sisters who are married, please, when your income cannot sustain your needs, please reduce what your expectation and your budget. If you are living in a house of 50,000 and you cannot sustain it, stop living on calls, asking people for money. These days I've realized if someone is not calling you and all of a sudden he texts you twice, you have to be careful. The next text will be for money. Please leave your level, leave your standard at the time. Talk to your wife and tell her we cannot. And please, even if you go low, man of God, and move from a house of 50,000 to a house of 10,000 or 5,000, is your life. What people are saying will not pay your rent. Some people are afraid because washirika walikuja kwa nyumba ya 15K, sasa sahi watakujaje kwa 5,000. They will still come the way they came. Kama hakuna nafasi wakae nje. Yeah. Because as much as you are making them happy, this is a punishment you are putting to yourself for the rest of your life. So hakuna pretense.
We have so many questions. I don't know whether we'll be able to handle them because I see our time is really racing against this.
I just want to add on what Pastor is saying about giving your partner money. Very often giving the lady money. I know some men are given money for whatever reason. I believe
whatever reason, yes.
Money has to be attached to a need.
Yes.
I will not say do not give, but why are you giving the money? Why is there pressure to give your girlfriend money? Are you proving a point? Are you solving a need? If you think, if you think you have to give your partner money, then know why they need it. And I would also include, ask if you would chip in. Because a cheap woman or a woman who is just very easy to go by will take your money. But serious women, corporate, they have their own money. And you're dangling there with your 2,000 shillings. Be very careful.
You put it on the law.
No, I'm just telling you. 2,000 shillings can do her nails.
Okay.
Be very careful. You'll be mistaken for bribing or buying her. And it can easily go that, this person is used to...
it's adding to your height.
Yeah, a certain cluster of women. And you would need to do a lot of explanation. So understand the need of your partner and why you need to give the money. Anytime you have to spend money, let it be attached to a need. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And for those ones at home, you'd say, but it is normal for your partner to leave money at home. Of course, they leave money on the bedside drawer. Very common. And others have a small coat in the wardrobe where they put the money. That money is not just left there. It is usually attached to a need that in case of an emergency, I'm going on safari, and this money could be used to run a certain expense. So money is very, you don't just throw it around and give it to anybody. Give it out and attach it to a need. So when you leave home, Apostle Tim, I know you are going to send a text. Please leave Mama some money.
Yes.
So that you know there's an emergency that could arise at home, and I left some little money in the blazer. In the
for marriage,
awesome.
It is compulsory for money to be left at home.
Now, there's a comment here coming from Apostle Tim, like you've said. Let me read. You go to the village na unakwama huko and there is no network. Una make calls, zinakatika tu, unatuma message, zina bounce. Ukifaulu kutoka, una call, hashiki, you text, no response, unaamua. Acha niende direct kwa car wash. Hii matope ikilala kwa gari, itarust. You finally arrive home at midnight. Na unaambiwa, unatoka wapi? Kwa hao wanawake zako. Kumpafu. Haya, next is... Bwana, kuna wanawake ukijieka eti hauna